So what exactly are we doing here again?
Aiden, we're terminating the illegal broadcast of the bugs.
They're bugs. What exactly are they playing?
This is FMB 87.7, where the B doesn't stand for best music, it stands for bug music. This station is for bugs, by bugs, so if you're not a bug, then you should just go buzz off. Oh wait, you can. Before we get on to our next song, we have a caller from Fenrir 3. Caller, you're on.
Hello? Hello?
Yep, you're on.
Oh my god, hi. Can you guys play Alien Ant Farm?
Ooh, unfortunately, we don't have the rights for that.
Can you guys play the Beatles?
You know damn well we don't have the rights for that one.
Oh, can you play the one that goes like...
Well, unfortunately, we're all out of call time. Alright, I think that's enough puns. Now we can get back to the real music.
One thing, I'm not a big fan of the government. 30 on 30. I'm not.
Hello, my name is Averidge. Cooperative games are a bit of a mixed bag to me. When you have to rely on someone else, it can be frustrating when it's people who want to be funny and do bits. And don't get me wrong, I'm at the pinnacle of bullshitting my friends when they're just trying to complete the mission. Don't worry, this is gonna make things a lot easier.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought the bugs were gonna be there a little bit longer, but so just be careful where you walk.
Aiden?
Sorry, I thought the bugs would be there long.
Hey, guess what just happened?
Well, that one, you can't really blame that one on me, I feel.
I can actually, because the bugs pushed me into it.
Oh, well then that's just funny. But it did get me thinking, what exactly makes cooperative horde shooters so much fun? If you saw my first two videos, I'm deeply sorry about that, but you'd know that horde shooters are my bread and butter. I think horde shooters are getting more prevalent because of how fun it is to be sucked into these worlds. I won't be going over a history of horde shooters or anything like that, but I did want to cover a couple of my favorites and talk about why I think they have such lasting power. And then after that, I'm going to talk about Helldivers 2 because it just got a new update and they cooked so hard with it. It really feels like...
Hey, yo, listen, we get it. We served your dog shit before.
Why, yes, what you gave us was rather unpleasant.
Bro, throw that all away. Today we have a fine new addition to your entree. Here's crack cocaine.
Arrowhead, this is a restaurant, and I'm actually a cop, and you're under arrest.
Yeah, well, I'm a reverse cop, so you're going to jail for not taking these drugs.
Yeah, well, all right, come on, we gotta get on to the video. Left 4 Dead 2 is a zombie horde shooter that has an emphasis on an episodic overarching narrative, with each campaign being its own mini-story that loosely connects to the next one. Both its narrative and its gameplay are very linear, but I don't think that's a bad thing. It's very much objective here, fight zombies on the way, then when you're done with that objective, there's a new objective all the way over here. Most of the objectives are very simple, like turning on a generator or getting enough gas to fuel a car. But there are also some more interesting ones to change things up, like getting a concert stage to play music to get a helicopter's attention, which, quick aside, holy shit, that's such a cool idea. I love that. But going to each objective isn't just a straight line. You have to communicate with your team to make sure you don't make any disturbances, or else run the risk of getting a horde of zombies on you. The best part of the hordes is actually the variety of zombies, with a couple of them like the smoker and the jockey actually requiring help from the other players in order to survive them. For the most part, the audio and level design holds up, but don't expect any groundbreaking mechanics. As of writing this script, the game is 15 years old now, but I highly recommend checking this out if you have 3 friends and enjoy a cost-effective zombie experience. And even if you don't, the modding community is also pretty big. Deep Rock opens things up by taking the narrative away entirely and becoming more mission focused. The game also benefits by being a sandbox game alongside a horde shooter. It puts you in a randomly generated cave with an incentive on creative travel. Need to get over to that objective, but there's a big ass trench in the way? Well, one of the dwarves has platforms to jump across, or a grappling hook to use, or hell, just dig. It'll take a while, but you'll get there while all your friends die on the objective. This game is what I assume it feels like to be a crow. It has a lot of different yummy rocks to collect, and the caves you explore have their own biosphere, which I really appreciate to see. The primary threat of this game is the giant bugs you have to deal with. I really like them as a horde to fight, because most of them can climb walls or fly, so you're never really at a point where you're completely safe. If I could get them to fix one thing about the game, it's the lighting system. I'm gonna get a lot of comments like, oh, but that's the point, caves are supposed to be dark. Yeah, but it's stupid that all I have is a glow stick to chuck. I feel like the glow stick should be more of a last resort or just an individual use thing, and then you could put up lanterns or something in spots you know you're going to frequent a lot. But no! Apparently, with all the giant drills and robot dogs, there was no budget for a functioning floodlight. Just like Borderlands, there are different classes you can choose from. It also has a leveling up system, which I don't love since it's a mission-based game, and each dwarf has their own level, which makes it get a little grindy after a while. But it's completely viable to only play the one you like every time, like I do. Deep Rock is at a very good price of $30. And with there being seasonal events like Rocktoberfest, I think this is a solid choice for horde shooting. But there is clearly one game that outshines it in my heart. Woo! Helldivers, baby! So right after I uploaded my last video, the very next day there was a major update for Helldivers 2, and guys, we're so back. This game is awesome now. They fixed so much shit, and they made a 30-long-minute video of all the shit they fixed. That's how fixed it is. 80% of the reason I wanted to make this video was because of Helldivers. Flamethrowers are good again. They fixed how damage works. The incendiary mines have remained unchanged. Oh, my beloved. Get your gear now, soldier, and get on planet so we can kill all those who fight against democracy. For those of you who haven't played, Helldivers is much more in line with Deep Rock with how episodic it is. Just like in Deep Rock, you just pick the mission that you want, decide a difficulty and loadout, and then launch down. In Deep Rock, you fight giant bugs for capitalism. Helldivers, you fight giant bugs and robots for democracy. Completely different. But in all seriousness, Helldivers of course has a larger focus on realism in comparison to the more cartoony presentation of Deep Rock. Explosions everywhere, your guy screaming out in pain after a big impact, fighting a war against a different culture that you don't understand and therefore must be against your ways of life. It's very realistic. The multiplayer system they have for this game is also a big reason why it's on top of my co-op game list. At all times, you can see how many players are on and what percentage of a planet has been liberated, so you can go to places that are just about to be saved. I don't think Helldivers was ever unfun per se, but some of the previous updates were a little lackluster in comparison to the initial launch. This update is a really fantastic balancing patch, which inherently sounds simple, but if you haven't played the game in a while and return to it now, you'll see exactly what I mean. I think Helldivers is my favorite just because of how much it sucks you in. Of course, the other games can have a great sense of immersion too, but there are always going to be the thoughts of, I can abuse the system of this game. This character is super cartoony. Why that plant looking kinda... But in Helldivers, you're there for a purpose and a mission. Fight for democracy at all costs. We have to do this.
No, I got it. It's cool.
I'll handle the terminal.
Excuse me. Oh my god. You bitch.
I didn't do anything to you.
Oh, I thought you hit me.
No, I didn't. You died to the fire that you said.
Oh, that does happen sometimes.
God damn it, Aiden.
I'm coming late. I'm coming.
A little help! A little help! Hey guys!
Hey, what's the problem?
There's a charger up my ass.
Weapon emplacement on its way.
Did you give consent?
Here's the... No!
Wow. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, we'll file a complaint. Don't you worry.
Ow.
I'm gonna make my life so much
Calling
easier.
down a sentry.
Oh,
Sorry.
baby.
Sorry!
Requesting sentry.
Vince, I threw it and you walked into the general direction of where it was.
Oh, so it's my fault.
Yeah.
Bag's empty.
Where are you?
Reloading.
Helldivers 2 will probably go into a few more rough patches. But if it ever gets another content patch, I think this game is up there for Game of the Year award. And the fact that it's only $40 is just icing on the cake. Now I just gotta make $40 for it. There were other games recommended to me to cover in this video. Get out of here, Call of Duty. Oh man. But for my money, I think I'll stick with these 3 for a while. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm gonna go play 18 hours of only Helldivers. Thanks for watching the video. Hey there, baby. Is your nightlife dull and boring? Do you need something to spice up the bedroom? I think what you need is some incendiary minds. You definitely won't regret having incendiary minds put all over your bedroom.